Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you exactly what it cost Vicki and I to travel for 4 months, close to 15,000 miles on our cross-country RV camping trip. Stick around to the end where I reveal the true total cost. But before I begin, let me just kind of set the stage here in the background of what we did. We left Tampa, Florida, where we live, and we traveled, like I said, just about 15,000 miles up through the Midwest and then out to Montana. We went through Custer State Park, Glacier National Park, Yellowstone, Grand Tetons, Arches, Capitol Reef. We saw Zion, the Grand Canyon, and Moab. So we actually hit 8 national parks. And it was an amazing trip. We left July 1st of 2019 and we pulled back in our driveway on November 2nd of 2019. So we were gone 120 days. And it was an epic trip. It was really well worth it. We thoroughly enjoyed it. So let's get right into it. One of the biggest expenses obviously was gas. We spent a total of $3,645 on gas. Now, if you take the 14,900 miles we drove, we averaged about 12 miles per gallon, which means we used about 1,250 gallons. I think the average cost of our gasoline was about $2.90. So that's where we get the $3,645. Now, the second biggest expense was groceries. We spent $3,837 on groceries. So if you divide that by the 4 months, we spent about $959.25 on groceries. But now here's the thing. We usually spend that at home anyway, right? That's what we spend. We spend about $1,000 a month on groceries. So that kind of is a wash because we would have spent that money anyway had we just stayed home. Next, eating out in restaurants. We spent $695 or $173.75 a month. I think that's really good. It was difficult a lot of times being in a lot of those places, new towns and restaurants and coffee shops and things that you just want to try. But we tried to stay true to our budget and make our own meals and just buy groceries, grill out and stuff like that. So I think we did pretty good. $695 over the course of 4 months of just eating out. Next, we have tolls. Well, we traveled up the Midwest and then out west where there really aren't a lot of tolls. We only spent $42 on tolls. Our camping fees. Our camping fees was another sizable amount. Now, we spent $1,565 on camping fees. Now, keep in mind, we stayed in a lot of the national parks, Yellowstone, Glacier, the Grand Tetons, places where if you wanted to be in those parks, you had to really ante up and spend the money to be in there. So, but again, that only came out, if you divide that by 120 days, it averages $13 a day in camping fees. And I don't think that's really too bad for an epic trip such as we did. Miscellaneous, this included a broken air conditioner, which I had to purchase and put back into the camper. Things like bearings, we had them repacked about halfway through our trip, and we bought some rugs and things like that, and that came out to $876. Our laundry, we always had to do our laundry in a laundromat. That came out to $114. Okay, so where are we at here? Oh, now one of the things I want to talk about, going back to the groceries and eating out, that totaled $4,532. But we would spend that money anyway had we stayed home. So I kind of pulled those figures out of the total to derive an actual cost of what the trip cost us. So let's take a look at that. So our total cost was $10,774. But if you back out the $4,532 for food and eating out, that means our actual cost of the trip was $6,242, or $1,560.50 per month. Now, I don't think that's too bad. $1,500 a month to travel across country in our camper and see this great country. A couple things that I think we could shave expenses on, and that would be our groceries. We tend to like to eat organic foods and organic meats, a lot of high-end salmon and seafoods, and those are expensive. We also like to drink good wine with our meals, and so there's probably at least $1,000 in there in wine over the course of 4 months. So, you know, if you back those things out, you could significantly lower your overall costs. All in all, I would say that this type of travel is really affordable if you consider covering that much ground and staying in a hotel or flying or whatever. It's a pretty reasonable way to see the country and to travel, and we sure loved it. We definitely plan on doing it again many times over, especially when we get into our retirement years. And yeah, so thanks for sticking around. If you like to see more RV content, hit that subscribe button and click on the little bell next to it so that you get a notification whenever we upload new videos. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.